Hello, 91.7 WLFR Pomona. This is Strange Ways Radio, and we're inside the Jersey Rock Block right now with good friend Josh Bassett and his friends now as well. Welcome, sirs, and how are you doing?
Thank you. We're good. We're in New York City right now, and my bandmates Tak and TJ just got off the airplane yesterday from LA. They took an all-night flight, and they're just adjusting to the East Coast now. So yeah, we're good. We're coming alive again.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's been a while since I had you on. Last couple times I did have you on, it was live in the studio. We're still not up to that point here at WLFR at Stockton here because of the pandemic rules, but luckily we can still record things over Zoom here, and it's good to have you back.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's neat to do it a different way for a change, and missed the studio too. We always had a good time in there, and yeah, man, it's great to be back here on the East Coast. I haven't been here in 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, yes, great to have you back. I know you're based inside LA primarily nowadays, but of course you are originally a South Jersey guy, right?
Yeah, man, I'm born in Shore Memorial Hospital in Summers Point, New Jersey. And
nice.
I lived there until I was 18 or 19 years old. And then moved to Miami and studied jazz music at University of Miami, and then moved to San Francisco for 1 year, and then was off and on in LA. I had a few false starts, but then I've been in LA solid since like 2007, I think. That's where I live. That's where I live. Yeah, we all
right.
But we're all from different places. They're not from LA either.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Why don't you please introduce your bandmates?
Cool. I'll let them. This is Tak over here.
I am Tak. Yep. I'm from Japan. Been in LA for 10 years, I think. Yeah, we've been playing together 7 years, let's say. Yeah.
Since 2015. No, sorry, 2013. Yeah. 2013. Yeah.
Yep. Play bass at duty.
Nice.
We met at we met the first time we met, a previous band I had together, a priori it was called, also with 2 Japanese musicians, twin brothers. We were playing at the Cat Club, which was a club on the Sunset Strip. It's not there anymore. And a promoter named Happenin' Harry used to throw these shows there, and he was in a different band called Tarantula. And
wow.
So his band was playing this club and my band was playing this club, and we kind of saw each other. And then maybe a couple of years later, Mike Starr, the original bass player of Alice in Chains,
right,
who's actually got Jersey roots. He used to park cars at one of the casinos because I think his father lives in Jersey. Anyways, wow. He's the original bassist of Alice in Chains, and he was a roommate of Happenin' Harry, our promoter who would book our shows. And when Mike died, Harry wanted to do a tribute to him, and he knew that we know all that stuff. It's like a big influence of ours. So he asked, me to play, and he asked Tak to play. And so we showed up to the gig, with a list of songs that we had to learn. And he was the bass player and I was the guitar player, singer. And we did this Alice in Chains tribute set to Mike Starr when he died. And his family was there from Seattle. His sister, Melinda Starr, came down, and some of his other family came to LA, and we did this show in LA. But that's when we started playing together. Like from that night on.
Beautiful.
We looked at each other and we were just like, let's do this.
Yeah, that gig we didn't rehearse. It's no time to rehearse. Just be on the stage, no rehearsal.
The Alice in Chains tribute set he's talking about.
Yeah, right.
And that was when Mike died. So I don't know, was that 2012 or 13? Whenever he died, that's when we started playing together, and we've been playing together since. And then this is TJ over here. He's a quiet guy sometimes, but we met in LA through, actually, he didn't even live in LA when we met. He lived, I think, in Orange County, which is like an hour south of LA. And we met through like a website that musicians use to sell gear and, you know, posts like, I'm looking for a drummer, I'm looking for this or that kind of band. We had similar interests. Like, I think I saw him write something about 70s Aerosmith or something like that. And like, I almost never meet anybody who's anywhere around my age who's into 70s Aerosmith. And like, I'd still love that stuff. I don't listen to it as much now. Anyways, we started jamming, kind of checking each other out summer 2016. And we're just, you know, friends. And then I released some music around December that year, 2016, and had a release show. And I said, hey, TJ, do you want to play guitar on, you know, a bunch of these songs at this release show? And he said, yeah. And then that's when we started. We've been playing together ever since. But yeah, tell him where you're from and stuff.
Yeah, I'm from Arizona originally.
Ah,
Then
Sedona.
yeah, beautiful place, very beautiful. Beautiful, very beautiful.
Very good, dude. Very good.
Italian.
very good, very good.
Or Southern California too, like San Diego, then LA. So
Yeah, he was living in Orange County when we met, and then I had this studio apartment right on the lake in Echo Park for years. Like, I had this awesome place right on the lake in Echo Park, but it was maybe like 2 years I wasn't even living in there. Like, I was paying the rent on the place, but I was like pretty much living at my girlfriend's place at the time. Like, we were always just together at her place, and my place was sitting there empty. And we're doing all these rehearsals and gigs and stuff. I'm like, dude, why don't you just come like live in my place in Echo Park, and you don't have to do this drive, like hour drive each way all the time. So he started living in my place in Echo Park around like like around, I don't know, 2017 or somewhere around there. And he lived in there for a couple of years. Now we're out of there, and I live in a different place now too with my girl. But yeah, that's how we all met and where we're from.
Very nice, very nice. You know, okay, okay, okay. I do have a question for talk here. Was it a huge jump culturally going from Japan to LA for you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, different the language and stuff. Before moving to LA, I was living in Dublin, Ireland. I lived there for 3 years. Yeah, and playing music, starting busking on the street, you know, and starting getting club gigs and joined this band, and then moved to LA. So that in the beginning, when I left Japan to Dublin, Ireland, that was a big jump culturally. Of course, and so I studied English there. 3 years. Then, of course, there's a little bit of cultural differences from Europe to LA. Yeah, but it's been quite a journey for me, and I'm enjoying it. And now here I am in New York City. It's good to be the East Coast. Yep.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, so you guys are on the East Coast for a while right now. I know you have a show locally coming up next week, actually next Thursday, I think, right in Atlantic City, right?
Yeah, our South Jersey area show is Thursday, December 9th. At, how do you say this, Beret or Beret?
I'm a Beret, yes.
Beret.
Yes, it's a Cajun word or French, you know. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because it's like a New Orleans style restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. It's very good food there too. I've been there myself a few times.
So yeah, I just found out the time we're gonna play from 6 to 9.
Oh, okay.
Which is a bit earlier than we usually play. Usually our music shows at like a music venue we normally play like maybe 9 to 12 or like, 8 to 11 or something like that. Usually start around 9 shows. So this one, I guess maybe because Bourrée is a dinner kind of joint.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's why it's a little bit of an earlier thing. It's like a dinner time kind of show thing.
Okay.
So yeah, everybody who's listening, it's a little earlier than you probably want to go out hearing live music, but try and make it 6 to 9. It'll be worth it. We're gonna play some really good tunes for you.
Very good. Very good. And
But we have other shows on the East Coast too. We're doing like a 2-week tour.
right.
So we are actually on tour in Italy in September for 6 weeks, from September 3rd to October 14th. We toured in Italy, and we had such an incredible time. It was like just incredible. I could talk about that forever. But while we were there doing that, I said, man, we gotta keep this going. Like, let's keep traveling around and playing shows. So I said, around the holidays, sometime around December, let's try to go to the East Coast. Here we are. It's happening. So we're gonna do a Philadelphia area show this weekend. It's getting confirmed today which place. It's either gonna be at place A or place B. I don't want to say it yet, but I'm gonna announce it like, by tonight. Yeah, it's probably Saturday the 4th. But all the other shows are lined up. So then there's Tuesday the 7th. We're in Asbury Park at the Saint. Then Thursday the 9th in Atlantic City at Bourrée, and then December 11th, Saturday, we're back here in New York City at a club called Pianos in the Lower East Side.
Great. Great.
And then we're gonna do one last one there last night here on the 14th, locally in South Jersey, and we're gonna announce that when it's all confirmed. But we're gonna do a final hurrah at a local joint and like play for 4 or 5 hours and like go all out and imbibe in all the local beverages.
All right. Well, you know what? Hey, when you're sure of the show times, let me know and I'll definitely plug it for you.
The South Jersey ones, you mean?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So Bourrée, Thursday, December 9, 6 to 9 in Atlantic City.
Right.
And December 14, I think it's a Thursday, right? I don't know. December 14, whatever day of the week that is, we're gonna play probably in Summers Point.
Right. Hey, but
and that'll be that'll be like a 9 o'clock thing.
Okay. Hey, when you figure out where it's going to be, let me know. I'm saying that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's either gonna be at Gregory's or next door at Josie Telly's, one of those two.
Okay. Two great places. And the 14th, I'm looking on my calendar right now. It's a Tuesday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tuesday 14, we're gonna play in Summers Point at either Gregory's or Josie Kelly's, and it'll be like a normal 9 o'clock thing.
All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. So, okay. All right. Okay. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about playing Italy? That sounds great.
Yeah. So the way that's okay. So I got married during the pandemic. My girl.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much. My lady and I, her name is Cinzia. She's Italian. She's from Italy, like native Italian. She grew up in Italy, lived there till she was like 19, and then moved to London for a year, and then to LA when she was about 20. Didn't speak any English. Over time became a super successful fashion designer. She's really talented, creative, skilled, successful fashion designer. And there was a family situation going on. So we've been together for 7 years. And then the pandemic hit, and there was a lot of travel bans, and she had a very close family member over in Italy. Her mother actually had cancer for a long time, for about 12 years. And during the pandemic, it started to come to the point where it was going to be her, final time. So we needed to travel to Italy. to see her. And with the border rules and everything, me being an American citizen, I couldn't go there. So when it came down to like, maybe a week or two left of her life, we said we have to be there. So we scheduled an appointment to get married in, like a 1-day like marriage place.
Oh,
And we set up the appointment for February 1st, and we set up our flight to Italy for February 3rd. And then her mother passed away on the 1st, on the day we went to get married. But we did get over there, and we spent a few weeks there with the family. And so that's part of my marriage story. But it's great to be married to her. She's great, and she's great to us, and she's the best. Cynthia, we love you. I love you. So yeah, in the summer, in July, I was there visiting. No shows booked, just to visit family. And this one night, I was out at an event to celebrate the anniversary of this gate entrance to this medieval town. The town had like a fortress wall around it from the 1500s, and this was like the only entrance to the town. And there's like a bar venue set up right at the gate entrance to the town. It's like a stone wall, and the venue is called The Gate. In Italian, it's called La Porta, which means the gate. So there was an event to celebrate this gate, and I was there with my friend Alessandro, whose father's the mayor of this town. So we're just there, having beers and smoking a little of this and that. And I'm jet lagged, and I hadn't played music in at least a week or two, very not in the music zone mentally. And I noticed they're setting up a PA, like a speaker and a microphone and a guitar over there at this party. And I'm thinking like someone's gonna go and play a show. But then they like start walking over to my table with the guitar, and they like hand me this guitar, and I'm like, oh, nice, that's a nice guitar. Like, yeah, cool. Like, whose is it? Here you go. Like, no, we want you to go play. And I was like, no, I'm not going to play right now. So this guy, my very good friend now, I met him this night, Stefano Barbati. He's like a touring, super accomplished Italian guitar player, like finger style acoustic guitar player. He had been telling me while we're sitting there having beers that he had released some Jimi Hendrix songs, like his own versions of them. And I play with Leon Hendrix, Jimmy's brother. We play with Leon Hendrix.
really? Wow.
Yeah. We can get into more of that later. But Stephanos, when they started asking me to play, he said, well, let's just go do Angel, or this Jimmy song or that Jimmy song. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm out of it right now. He said, they'll love it. Let's just go do it. And fine. So I go with him to play. We do like 2 or 3 Jimmy songs. And then he leaves the stage area, and I'm just there by myself. And I'm so out of it that I don't even like remember like what songs do I know. So I say to the crowd, just name something, like throw a name out. And one guy goes, Jeff Buckley. I'm like, oh yeah, like I've played his songs many times live. So I played one of his songs, didn't sing, just played the guitar. Did a second one. This man, who now became my very good friend, Eugenio, started crying. And I was like, wow. And so then another girl was on a balcony near this thing, and she yelled out, love me 2 times, the Doors. And then like, that's like the Doors song that I cover. Like, and it's just weird that she named it. So I did that one. Then another guy goes, Alice in Chains, Wood. And like, that's like the Alice in Chains song that we play, one of the main ones. So like I played that one. This went on for like an hour and a half. And there were owners and managers of other venues and bars and stuff there. And they were like calling and texting friends like, hey, come like check this guy out, this American guy. And they started kind of arguing over like he's gonna play my bar, like, oh, he's gonna play my bar. And my wife like made up this lie that I was gonna come back in September to play. That wasn't even true. Like, we never even talked about that really. But then all these guys were like, he's gonna come play my bar in September, blah blah blah. So this leads me where I'm going with this. When I got back to LA in August, I started reaching out to these people, and we ended up setting up, I don't know, like 3 or 4 shows. And then once we got there, like started setting up more and more. We ended up playing like 8 or 9 shows around Italy. And it was incredible, man. Like the way that these people treat you, and the way that they, like how much they care about music and about just having someone different from a different culture, like in their home and their culture, the way they treat a foreigner, it's just incredible, man. And their whole culture, the way they live, you know, it's not a culture that's based on like work or money as much. It's based on life and like living, like food and getting together.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just enjoying your life, like whatever you want to do, fishing or riding your bike on the coast, or like going to the mountains, you know, visiting a castle in the mountains, playing music, like whatever you do, like that's the priority. It's not about, you know, here we're very based on money and work in America. I mean, and obviously over there they have to work and live and all too, but it's like, there's a 3-hour break in the middle of the day from 1 to 4, where everything shuts down in the town pretty much, like the supermarket, like the guitar shop. Like we try to go to get strings one day, and like everything's closed.
Totally
So,
closed.
Really?
we have an inside joke. Tutto chiuso means like totally closed in Italian. But we
Right.
say like in English with the Italian accent, totally closed. Yeah. So like we kept, you know, trying to go to the supermarket when we first got there to get like water for the house we were staying in, or like get food or something. And it's like always closed every time we walk up the street to the market, and we had to learn the culture. But no, the way these people treated us was just incredible, man. They're like, at the shows, like you can hear like they're really listening and watching what you're doing, and
Yeah.
you know, I'm very into it. And you know, they know a lot of the music when we play our songs. Like actually, there was some times where someone would ask us to play one of our songs, and like it was a song that maybe like I felt kind of shy to do, so I left it off the set list. Like I didn't really think like it was worth doing. But these people would ask like, "Can you do that one?" Like, wow, you know that one? Wow, like, and yeah, sure, we'll do it. And we did it for the first time in maybe a few years. And oh, that's another thing about playing there too, was this was our first shows playing together since the pandemic. Like, we didn't play together for like a year and a half.
Wow.
And the first time we're playing shows was in Italy. The first 3 shows were a festival called September Fest in Italy. They have like these block parties, and they do like fireworks and stuff, kind of like 4th of July kind of thing.
Right.
But it's like a whole week long, and we played 3 nights in a row. We played like September 12, 13, 14, September Fest in the Abruzzo region. And yeah, it's just incredible playing over there. We love it there. We like wanted to move there.
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. And, if you don't mind my asking, what specific town was that again?
So we were based in my wife's hometown, which is called San Vito. And San Vito is in the Abruzzo region. So it's on the east side of Italy, on the Adriatic Sea. Like we were going swimming in the Adriatic Sea sometimes when we had time to. Yeah, the town's called San Vito, and it's in the Abruzzo region. That's where we're based. And like if shows were out of the town, we'd like drive to wherever the show was and play the show. And sometimes we'd come back that night, or sometimes we'd sleep out.
That's great. That's great. And, you know, I am part Italian
Wow.
myself, you know, and I would love to visit Italy one day. And my wife happens to speak Italian also, so I
Wow.
don't need I don't need an interpreter. I got one handy. I got one.
Dude, I never knew that your wife spoke Italian. That's so cool.
Well, okay. Well, you know, at the time that you were here last, I don't think I was married. So, you know,
I didn't know
I don't think you met her yet, but
Well, congrats
But-
to you too, man.
well, thank you very much. Okay. Hey, And again, yeah, while we're saying it, all my love to Mary if she's listening. Very good. All right. So, okay. Hey, oh wow, time is flying by. Okay. I got a question
Yeah.
that I ask most of my guests, and I don't think I had it last time you were on. So, what would be your dream gig, if you haven't had it yet, mind you, the kind of show or venue or both that would be on your bucket list?
For me, I want to play the amphitheater in the Pompeii ruins in Italy.
Oh wow,
And
that's
I want to
original.
do it in the summer. Like, no, you know what? I want to do it in like the spring when it's warm out, but not crazy hot out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And on a clear night when you can see all the stars and stuff, you know. And maybe play with some really cool other artists that we like a lot, like a blues artist or something, or like a jazz artist, or like a hero, you know, someone we listen to a lot. And
Right.
It'd be cool to have like a open for them or whatever, just play the same night at the Pompeii ruins amphitheater. That's my dream gig.
Very nice, very nice. Hey, how about your bandmates?
Any always dreamed of playing, or
I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard to beat Italy.
Oh.
You know,
Well, you don't have to beat anybody. You know, it's not a competition.
what about like Red Rocks in Colorado? That one,
that'll be cool.
I always want to play there.
Yeah.
That's a great place as well. Definitely.
Hollywood
right.
Bowl would be really cool one day.
That's a cool venue.
Oh yes. Oh
And,
yes.
and oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Hollywood Bowl, or for me, it's like big summer outdoor festival in the middle of nowhere in the desert and oceans of crowds. That's my dream. To be
Right.
outside, yeah, like you know.
I can't wait. Hopefully one day, in the next couple of year or two, I'd say probably about a year and a half or so, but you never know. I can't wait till I come home to Jersey and play, say like that new theater, the SD Arena or whatever, in the Hard Rock Casino.
Oh no. Okay. Well, okay. Hey, it's the
Or like
Mark.
the Music Box in the Borgata or somewhere, or the Event Center in the Borgata, like places that I've gone to see my favorite bands play at home.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait till I play there, and I'm like looking out and remember being out there, you know.
Definitely, man.
I think that might. I really think that might happen one day soon.
Okay, you know, I hope it does, man. I hope to see you at them. Question.
Yeah.
You were telling me before that you wanted me to. So, you wanted to make an announcement also. Did you? I want to do that now?
Yeah, this is the perfect time because it comes from what we were just talking about. So I was saying,
Yes.
I really think that, you know, a lot of things that we're doing are going to be taken to the next level right now. And things like playing those venues, I think it's possible. And here's why. Another reason why. First of all, just because we work really hard and we're really dedicated, and you know, we do the music thing and all the stuff around the music thing. Like, we're really focused on it. But the other reason why is because now, and this is the announcement, we have a manager. Finally, you know, I don't have to do all this stuff myself, or like we don't have to do all this stuff ourselves. Now we have an amazing manager as of a few weeks ago, and her name is Miss Jamie Weiland, our very good friend, my good friend of about 3 years now. We've been friends. So Jamie's just going to help take all this to the next level, and she's just so awesome to be around and fun. I just love being around her and working with her. It's going to be, we have a lot of fun coming up in the future with her on board, and She did a lot of the day-to-day managing of her husband, Scott Weiland, who's a huge hero of mine since I was a kid. And all of ours, we've all grown up listening to Stone Temple Pilots and Velvet Revolver.
Right.
Work. So to be close to her is like an honor, you know, and a dream, and just really natural too. Like she's just really get along really easily and well, and like we're very similar in certain ways, the way we think in some certain ways. And she's an amazing artist on her own too. She's a painter and like a visual artist, and makes these amazing bouquets and settings, and the way she decorates her home. Like, she's an incredible artist, and she makes a living off her art. You can commission her to do a painting for you, but she's managing us now, and like you know, she did a lot of the day-to-day for Scott Weiland, like I was saying. So she knows how this stuff works, and she knows who to talk to, and she knows what to say, and she knows how to handle things, and she knows what to watch out for, and she has a lot of contacts, and she's just great, like, to be around. Everybody loves her, and we do too. So we're honored to be working with Amy Weiland, our new manager.
That's great. That's great. And I hope it goes great for all of you, man. All of you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Okay. You were talking about playing a little bit now. Did you want to now?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we'll try. We'll try to play something simple and kind of chill, because you know, it'll be a little different than the shows probably. But yeah, let's see. We haven't played together in a couple of weeks, so this is kind of like our rehearsal.
All right, very good. What will you be playing first?
This is a song called Summer Lane that I used to play a lot of shows in Jersey, and don't get to play as much recently. But since I'm here on the East Coast, we're here on the East Coast revisiting my roots. We'll do this one for old time's sake. It's not a release song actually, but one day we'll do a recording of it and release it for everyone. So let's see. Okay, cool. Let's try it. I'm gonna try to sit here. How am I gonna do that? Here we go. Sure gonna be a while till you see my face, 'cause I'm going down trip that you tripping out the summer lane. Once again in my brain, another time running out, pushing up against the grain. But it's all the others actually going my way. Sure gonna be a while till they see my face, 'cause I'm going down tripping out the summer rain. Got no name, got no shame, way down the drain. Someone's waiting. Time to waste it. I'm sing about the good time. Going off a fighting the evil with a sword in my hand. Around checking on me from the village on the cross and then sure gonna be a while till you see my face. We're going down tripping at some way. Cold rain every day. So much waiting. Time's wasted. Memories faded. Got me breaking. All right.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Cool.
That's
That kind of
great.
falls under the psychedelic folkier side of our stuff.
Right, right.
Sorry, I stepped out for a second. I'm getting a sip of water.
No problem.
But yeah, I mean, our stuff is really diverse. Like we have stuff that's really like grungy and like dark, and then we have stuff that's kind of like trippier rock. Anyways, we have a lot of diverse stuff, and that's a folkier psychedelic kind of thing.
Right.
I
Great stuff too.
I can't sing for smack right now, man. I stayed up all night the last 2 nights and been all over the place. Philly, New York, Jersey, seeing family, picking these guys up at airports, going around hustling, getting gigs, and I don't know.
Yeah, busy, man.
Yeah, super busy. But we're gonna rehearse the next couple of days and get ready for these shows, and we're gonna be in top shape in a second.
That is great. That is great. Make sure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure I don't burn the hotel room with that candle and that pillow there. I'll make sure I don't. We're in a hotel in Soho. We're in Soho, New York right now in a hotel.
Soho, wow.
Yeah.
That's a fancy area town, isn't it? Soho.
Fancy, yeah.
A fancy area.
Dude, it's super fancy, man.
Yeah.
TJ and I went to lunch yesterday, and it was all these like high society, like people around us, and we were quiet and just listened to them talk, and it was just super funny to hear them talking. But yeah, it was like a $19 cocktail I had, and it was like a $27 like ham and cheese French sandwich. But it was a super delicious sandwich and an amazing drink. And the waiter service was like top, incredible. Like you don't have to like ask for a fork or a nap. Like everything's the way it should be, So I'll pay $8 more for my sandwich if I don't have to feel like someone's incompetent or like you're not they don't do this stuff wrong in Italy, by the way. Like everywhere you go in Italy, they're right on it and they love their jobs and
Oh yeah.
care about what they do. But in America, it's a lot of places it's just really sloppy, man. I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of places you go, it's just really sloppy, man. But this place was not. Yesterday,
Very good. Very
Balthazar,
good.
it's called Balthazar in Soho. We ate yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So, all right. How can people find you guys online?
Instagram is really popular. Bassett Music on Instagram.
Bassett Music.
Yeah, please follow us there because that's the main spot we communicate. And then if you go on YouTube, there's a YouTube channel. I think it's right now it's called the Josh Bassett Music Channel, but I got to figure out how to rename everything. What to name everything. The Josh Bassett Music Channel.
Okay.
Or if you just search like a certain song like Ghost Highway or Bring Me Back Down, you just type Bassett Ghost Highway on YouTube, find stuff. My website is joshbassett.com. Yeah, joshbassett.com, Instagram, Bassett Music, YouTube, Josh Bassett Music Channel.
All right. Awesome.
Spotify, search. And thank you guys who's listening out there. We had the most streams we've ever had in a month last month.
Good.
Yeah, so thanks for listening. On Spotify, just search Bassett. The band's called Bassett.
Okay.
Spotify,
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So, should we? Are there any new releases coming out yet? Soon?
Yeah. I've been holding back on a 6-song EP and a music video for like years now. That I did with a guy named Rocco Garino. And that stuff's going to be coming out. Some of it's going to be coming out soon, like in the new year, early in the new year. And then during the pandemic, there a whole bunch of new stuff came to life, like more than like 15 songs, and like about 6 of them are kind of close to releasable. I'm probably going to release one of those real soon. And I have the demo on cue for you to play it if you want to on the show.
Right. Hey,
the one called Everything is Everything.
Okay. Hey, that's the new one then, right?
It is a new. It was written during the pandemic and recorded during the pandemic, and
okay. We will. You know what? We will have the world debut for it then today. That's great.
Yeah, like I said, it's a demo. It's a demo of it.
It's a demo.
Yep. So the drums on there, I did that. Like I programmed them, but right now in Seattle, our friend Will Andrews, who drums with Walking Papers and 10 Miles Wide, he already tracked drums on that song. He's tracking drums on 3 other songs next week. But his drums will be on the song you're about to hear, but the version you're about to hear has programmed drums that I programmed.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Like demo thing when you're putting the song together in the studio.
Yeah.
Yourself, like I just like do a simple drum. You'll hear it. It's like it sounds like drum. It's drum samples of actual drums getting hit, but I like program it in a computer, like on a keyboard. I play the drums on the keyboard just for the demo.
All right, very good. Well, you know what? And time is flying by, and I want to leave enough room to play that. So, best of luck to you guys. Next Thursday, probably during part of my show next Thursday, but still, 6 to 9 over at Bure, Atlantic City. Maybe listen to my show on the way to going there. How's that? You know?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay. And and then on the 14th, you are going to be in Summers Point, not sure which bar yet, right? And then let us know where you're going to be up in Philadelphia, and we will plug that also for you.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will. And it was awesome being on your show again, Matt. You're the man. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming, and you're always welcome back, guys. Okay.
Thanks so much.
Hey,
man. Oh, one thing I want to mention about everything,
Yes.
everything I forgot to say. Mike Tachi, our buddy Mike Tachi, he's an engineer, a sound engineer out in LA. He mixed this that you're hearing, and he's his big cred. He was an engineer on Metallica's Black album.
Oh wow, that's
He
big.
did a lot of
yeah.
he did a lot of the miking of amps and drums, setting up the way the stuff is mic'd to get recorded, and he did a lot of the back then they used to use tape a lot, not Pro Tools. And he would cut the tape and edit, splice in, say like he said that Lars would record like 80 or 100 different drum takes on each song.
Wow.
That all had different fills and stuff. And him and Lars would sit there together with the tapes, and they would cut like Lars like this drum fill from take 74 and this drum fill from take 13 and that chorus of take 49, and they'd like cut those bits and put it all on one final tape. So Mike was doing all that cutting and splicing and editing of the tape. So he was a Black Album. He worked on the Black Album, and he mixed.
Wow, that's a lot.
Here. Yeah.
That's great, man. That's great. Hey, best of luck again with it. And we can't wait to hear the finished product when it's done. Make sure to send it here then for us. Okay.
All right. Sure.
All right. Awesome. And best of luck, and we'll. You know what? I'll tell you what. When you do have it done again. All right. You can be on again, and we'll debut that for you.
Wow, cool.
How's that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, that'd be great. Okay. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, Josh. And talk
too.
And some TJ. Thanks for being on. All right.
We'll see you guys out in South Jersey and Atlantic City. We can't wait to see you. Come say hi to us.
You got it. Awesome.
All right.